Capricorn, how you doing? Are you feeling the cups this week? Are you feeling it? Huh? Are you feeling the cups this week? Your eclipse reading was just full of cups. Very interesting. You'll find a link in the description below for that. We did a reading for the eclipse and also for your monthly, which you'll find out down there. In the meantime, welcome to the Astroflower family meeting, Capricorn. We're going to be doing a reading here for the week from the 2nd through to the 8th of April. May, sorry, not April. We're going to be doing it slightly differently at the moment. If you don't know anything about the Astroflower and about its elements and its petals and stuff like that, please go down in the description below. You'll find links to videos that will explain a little bit about the Astroflower and how it works. If not, get over to Instagram and join us over there. And if you're not joined us here, yes, of course, join us here. This is just a quick thing on the Astroflower. So this is this is your emotional, your relationship side, and your spiritual sort of side. This is the finances, jobs, business, acquisitions, projects, that sort of thing. And this is the energy that's sort of running through you at the moment. So, and what we're going to do this week, what we're going to do is we're going to channel the messages that are coming in from your guides up here, and how you connect it all together, and the message coming in from your karmic path in the universe, and the energy that's going through you. We're going to be channeling the energy like we're doing over on Cymatic TV, where I get messages from the earth and talk about the vibrations that's coming through the system, the prana system, prana and ki energy, and how that comes from the wind, the 5 winds of the sun, where we go into solar flares and stuff like that. Very interesting sort of thing, and it helps you sort of mentally, spiritually, and physically on your path, or help you to give you heads up, as it were. So we're going to be channeling these cards here individually. Okay, so let's just see what's going on here. There seems to be a little bit of a game of two halves here. Let's try the financial sort of side of life at the moment, because obviously you've got the 5 of Pentacles straight off the bat. That's what's supposed to be loss of money, and it's in your karmic position. I don't think it's that more than anything. I think it's like a case of 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, and this is one of those 1 steps back. That's what it feels like more than anything. So within your job this week, within your business, you may feel like you're having to sort of step back a bit. You know, it's not a case of losing a job or losing loads of finances and so. That could be for some of you, obviously, but I don't think it's going to be for a lot of people. But it could tie into that eclipse reading as well, because that was all about the it really did come out about the financial sort of side. I think you're going to flow through this because you've got the 7 of Wands next to it, and when this is the vibration coming from the universe, and 7 of Wands is just after the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is all about success and everything like that, victory. So after that moment there, you're sitting quite happily within your space, and people might want to try and knock you off your perch. And this may well be that step back of people just giving you a bit of a nudge, be in your job, could be in your business, could be like a competitor that does something, or the shop next to you. You've got a shop, and the shop next to you does something that sort of like does a display in the front of the shop, and it's sort of this is very specific. This could be from one of you out there, but it's that sort of thing where they do a display, and it sort of blocks people from seeing your shop, and you might get a little bit annoyed and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a one-man-up sort of thing scenario. But it's the universe is sort of kind of saying, just stay secure in your knowledge. You know what you got. You know where you're going. And yeah, you might feel, your karmic path is to understand that process of 3 steps forward, 1. It's like Pluto retrograde, because Pluto retrograde has gone into Capricorn this week as well, from just before the eclipse, and it goes out of retrograde just before the 2nd eclipse in October. So this could well be that sort of sensation of 1 step back, but it's not. It certainly doesn't feel like catastrophic, but it more is a case of a learning curve going on here for you. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that sort of message here. Healthy boundaries, or standing your ground, or knowing that what you've done to date is good work. Feeling proud, not proud about yourself, but feeling assured about what's going on. Ace of Wands. This is it. This is what I'm trying to say. So the Ace of Wands is a bit of a start of a new journey, but it's not that. This case here, because we're in the guides, it's more of a case of sort of saying, your guides are sort of saying, don't forget the journey that you started. Don't forget the job that you took on in order to progress within that company. Don't forget this business that you've done and the projects that you wanted to do within that business going forward. Or don't forget, that when you bought this house, this is the sort of aspects that you wanted to do with it. Okay, so remembering that vision, it's holding true to that vision. That's what the sort of guides are sort of like saying there. Just remembering where you've come from, be reassuring yourself, and the conversation, relax, you've got it. That's what it feels like. Magician, you've got it. You can create anything you want. And it might be that sort of thing of sort of saying, okay, this is not actually this puts another light on this card here. So it's not a case of loss of money or step back. Sometimes you need to step back in order to jump further forward. And this could be a way. So as you're stepping back, it's in this week here, sort of kind of going, okay, so these are the complications within this job. How can you get around those complications or solve those complications so I actually can progress a lot further on? And that's what manifesting is all about. Manifesting is understanding. The magician has gone through that process of learning, of converting energy into matter, a bit of an alchemy sort of situation. And that is that sort of understanding that you have within you, Capricorn. And you can turn things to your favor within the physical world. And I think this retrograde as well, it's all about letting go of things, certainly of controlling relationships or controlling situations. And letting go is a little bit like that one step back. And when you do that, you've got a lot more space, or you've got a lot more, you can have a longer run up to actually jump further forward. And this is a very productive way. It's very subtle, and it's not in your face, as it were, as a sort of thing this week. Very subtle. So pay attention to the subtle things if I was you. Okay, let's have a look on the relationship side and let's see what's going on there. The universe is bringing, this card says messages from the universe. It's in the messages from the universe position. And you are on that journey. This as I say, on the equinox, on the eclipse reading that I've done, it's all about the cups. And it's going on that journey, that emotional journey of learning or progressing from one state to another. So it's going, the realization's already been done within you. So I should be much happier, or I should be much more active, or I should be, a bit more sort of serious, or whatever it is. It's just a case of now going through the process of doing that. That's what that journey is. And this week here will feel like a good week to do it. And those messages coming in from the universe is, as you do it, the universe is kind of going, look what you did here, look what you did there. Was this good or was this bad? This, that sort of thing. So you can do it a lot easier. And star, I think the universe, I think the guides are sort of saying, wish big, wish big. That's what I think it says. That's what, 10 of Cups. It's good enough for me. It's a star, and this is this whole process of, you've been through those barriers, you've been through things. This is what I mean about the decision has been made within you. You've gone through that process of dark side of the soul, as it were, dark night of the soul, as it were, and you've learned a lot about yourself, and you've learned a lot about actually progressing forward and getting into those happiness and stuff like that. Now you're there. Enjoy your moment. In that enjoyment itself, there is a lot of learning going on. And it's progressing you onto another place where you can say, I don't want to go back to what happened, what it was like before, you know. Do you know what? I turned this over, I didn't get the message. I do apologize. Funny thing is, quite a few people have been having that two of Pentacles up there. And it is basically focus. So this is it. So I'm not going back there. Yeah. This is what I said. Focusing on the focusing on, we're going to channel it anyway. It's a give and take this week. So when I said about the Pluto retrograde, we're letting go of things. This week here is where it's kind of going, either it works or it doesn't work. There's no compromise this week. I'm happy. I want to be happy. And there's no compromise on that. And if you concentrate on that side of things this week with your relationships, so if you're in a relationship or you're looking for a relationship, sort of you're saying, okay, this is how I want my happiness to be. This is how I can express my happiness within me. Therefore, this is how I can combine my happiness with the people around me. So therefore, I'm not going to waste my time doing things that are not going to provide happiness. And you're going to bump into people enjoying that same happiness. If you're already in a relationship, it's there as sort of expressing to your partner, you know, I like this. I like doing this. You know, maybe we should try this. I'd like to have a go at exploring this aspect of life. You know, walking or hang gliding. You know, hang gliding is not really for Capricorns, but you know, some of you. You know, and it's knowing what triggers that happiness. I think it's going to work on you mentally in the conversation within you, kind of going, yeah, if you do this, that, and the other, this is what it should be like. Okay, now let's put it to the test. That's the sort of thing, the conversation that's going to be going through your spirit at the moment. And that'd be really good. It'll help not only you to progress, but everyone around you to sort of progress. Let's just see how you sort of combine this with the world around you. Uniform, making it whole like a circle. It could be the Ace of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. Sort of going on that journey and just sort of like round table-ish sort of thing, sort of like making sure everything is in, everybody's got a chance of having their say and looking at everything around you. Yeah. Look, you know, that's that circle there, that disappointment. So this step back, right, is realizing that you've tried things and it may not have worked, and that what could be the disappointment. And that step back is, once you step back, you'll realize that actually you've got that other cup in your hand, and so things are possible. You know, things are very, very possible the way we do things. And it might be that mentally you feel disappointed because it's not progressing as quickly as it should be. But it is more a case of that you need to realize that the rhythm, that's why we get retrogrades of planets. They're the rhythm factor where it kind of goes forward and then, you know, 3 steps forward, 1 step back. As I say, this may be that 1 step back, and you may feel a little bit sort of disappointed in life. But at the same time, I've got to say, I do believe you're going to be sort of like kind of going, oh, that's a shame. It's going to be no more than that. You know, rather than kind of going, oh, man. You know, it's much more going to be sort of like kind of, oh, what a shame. Oh, well, next thing. And that's that round table. So it's moving from one thing to another. So you can get different points of view and different understandings and stuff like that. So don't take it too hard. Certainly not on yourself this week. Oh, I didn't look at it. Didn't look at it. Nearly made the same mistake I did on the other one. Habit. That seems like the 6 of Pentacles. Ah, 3 of Pentacles. So, yeah, the round table, working with others that are around you. That's the energy that is running through you. So it is that whole sort of, Arthur, and the fact that there's not one person at the head. This is why we got the round Astroflower, there's not one person at the head of it. It's you're part of something that's bigger than you. You're part of something that's bigger than the table itself. It's part of something that's just massive. Part of God, aren't we? That's just the way it goes. So yeah, it's good work. This is what it's asking you to do this week, is actually put to the test your good work. And you do good work, Capricorn. If anyone's going to work hard, it's going to be Capricorn. And you do go really to the nitty gritty, or the crux of the situation, the depth of the idea, or the emotion and stuff like that. And it is working with other people. And this is quite interesting, because you've got the 2, 3. You're only missing the 4 of Pentacles, and you've got the 5 there. And the other thing is you've got the 7 and 8 of Pentacles there. 7 and 8 of Wands there, which is quite nice. So there's definite progression, but you might find this week that sometimes you're misfiring occasionally, and that's the learning process. When you misfire, pay attention to what you've misfired over, and this could be very simple things. This could be quite literally just a case of timing. So a case of you go to grab like the handle of the door, the car, or something, and you because you're concentrating on something else, you miss the handle of the door. And that's a very simple thing, but it's that whole process of the 2 of Pentacles sort of thing. Okay, so let's just have a look at your elements and see what's going through here. You do have, here you got water, you got air and water, air and water, air and water, and on this side you got water and fire. And you do have a lot of water going through you. There's a lot of water coming in through here, and water coming in through here, and then there's a lot of then the fire that comes down through here. So this week that's coming through the sun, it's going to make that light very light and bubbly for you. It may feel like that the world is a little bit claustrophobic, not you though, if you understand what I mean. So you might feel like the people around you are a little bit sort of like trapped, but you're feeling, oh, what's the matter? Why are you trapped? Don't worry about it. And this is how you could work with other people as well. It could be a case of helping other people and stuff like that. Certainly the vibrations that are coming through is going to really, from the sun and stuff like that, which I've got on Cymatic TV, which, should be able to sort of help you to express that with ease, and it'll be a little bit more sort of easy going with you. Okay, so lovely to have you here, all you lovely Capricorns, and you, I think the word is cross-watchers. Not really sure. But anyway, lovely to have you here. And if you're part of the Astro family, this has been a great Astro family meeting. If you're not already part, join us. It's just a click away. Okay, so I will speak to you soon. We've got some more readings coming out in the middle of this week, and we'll see you again on this channel. Don't forget, Capricorn, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.